There was a young man named James, 24 years old, working in a small private company. His life looked normal from outside. He went to work, came back home, scrolled his phone, and slept. But inside, he was living with a silent war, a war against his own thoughts. He always felt that life was something he only watched, not something he owned. Every time he saw someone achieving something, starting a business, getting fit, traveling, earning well, speaking confidently, he whispered to himself, maybe I'm not meant for something big. Maybe some people are just born talented. Maybe life isn't made for everyone. He wasn't lazy. He just didn't believe in himself. One evening, after a long, tiring day, he sat alone on the terrace. The city lights were glowing like stars fallen from the sky. It was peaceful, but his mind wasn't. He whispered slowly, why can't I do something great? Why do I always feel like I'm not enough? And for the first time, he didn't distract himself. He didn't pick the phone. He didn't try to act strong. He simply faced his own reality, the hidden truth about doubt. We often think failure hurts the most, but that's not true. What hurts more is not even trying because of self-doubt. A person can fight situations, problems, and challenges, but how do you fight something that lives inside your own mind? James had many dreams. He wanted to start something of his own. He wanted a better life. He wanted respect. He wanted freedom. But every time he thought about starting, his mind repeated the same dialogue. What if I fail? What will people say? Slowly, without realizing, he became a prisoner of his own thoughts. His dreams didn't fade, he buried them himself. One day, his company's senior employee, an older man named David Sir, visited the office. People respected him a lot. He was known not for his skills, but for his wisdom. While leaving work, he saw James sitting alone, lost in thought. He walked slowly, sat beside him, and asked, do you want to talk? James hesitated, but somehow he opened up. He said, sir, I want to grow, do something meaningful, but I always doubt myself. I feel like I don't have what it takes. The old man smiled, not with pity, but with understanding. He said something that changed James' life forever. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever could. The world doesn't stop you, your mind does. Then he asked a simple question. James, if you try and fail, what will you lose? James replied softly, maybe respect, maybe confidence, maybe time. The old man smiled again and said, no, you are losing all of that already by not trying. Then he placed his hand on James' shoulder and said, your real life begins the day you stop doubting yourself. Courage is not the absence of doubt. It's moving forward despite it. And before leaving, he gave him a challenge. For the next 30 days, act like the version of yourself who believes he can succeed, even if you don't feel it yet. The next day, James woke up early. Nothing magical happened, but he remembered the challenge. Instead of scrolling his phone, he wrote down 3 things. What I want, why I want it. What I will do today. He wasn't confident yet, but he was committed. He started learning new skills after work. He applied for better job opportunities. He worked on his communication. He read books. He exercised. He improved his habits. Many days, his mind said, what if nothing changes? You're wasting time. But he replied, let's finish today first. He didn't try to be perfect. He just tried to be better than yesterday. And slowly, something inside him started changing. Self-belief wasn't a spark. It was a slow burning fire. After 30 days, James wasn't fully transformed, but he was no longer the same person. He realized some powerful truths. Doubt is not a signal to stop. It's a signal that you are near growth. Confidence is built by actions, not imagination. Dreams need effort, not permission. The biggest enemy is the story you repeat to yourself. One evening, he stood in front of the mirror and said, I may not be there yet, but I am not the person who does nothing anymore. That day, he didn't become successful, but he became dangerous because self-belief entered his system. Just like James, maybe you have dreams you never started just because you doubted yourself. Maybe you are not weak. You are just untrained. Maybe you don't lack talent. You lack self-trust. Maybe you don't fear failure. You fear judgment. But remember this, when you believe in your future, you stop negotiating with your excuses. Your real life, Your real identity, your real potential will start showing only when you stop doubting who you are. Don't wait for confidence. Build it. Don't wait for perfect timing. Create it. And don't ask, what if I fail? Instead, ask, what if I succeed and my life changes forever? Because one day you will look back and realize your dreams were never too big. Your doubt was. If this message touched you, remember this line every morning. My new life begins today. And if you want more powerful transformation stories, follow, subscribe, and grow with me. This journey is not mine alone. It's ours.